everyone, and welcome to another battle report. And we are back playing Soldiers of Napoleon today. Once again, I've been joined by Robin, who didn't take much convincing to come over and play Soldiers of Napoleon again. For this game, we are using exactly the same armies that we used in our first video, our learning game. And today's battle is essentially going to be an attempt to sort of correct some of the mistakes we made in the first game, both tactically and rules-wise, and just see what happens using the same lists. Now we understand a little bit more about how the game works. So as you can see, we've already set up the battlefield. We've already done all the working out for tactical advantage, who's doing what, where we're deploying, what reserves are coming on. So we're going to roll through that. There is no specific scenario here. We're going to be led by the cards and any objectives that come out. We've set up a slightly more open battlefield. There are no buildings. We have sort of this area of fields down here. We have this sort of nice crossroad in the middle of the board. And then we have quite a large area of high ground off in this third of the board here, and it takes up quite a big spot. You can see that some intrepid traveller lost his cart up there. Now, we might as well just roll through the scenery now, just so that people are aware. Basically, these lines of linear obstacles here count as exactly that, as obstacles. These are the actual built sort of scenery here. The lichen does not. People can move through that freely. Anything that's got a wall or sort of a gorse bush in it does count. The haystacks and the single trees are just on here as a bit of window dressing. You might see us moving them from side to side. Importantly, they do not block line of sight. The only other sort of part of, say, covering terrain is this sort of pure area of trees up here, and the cart is obviously just there to look pretty. So there's quite a lot of open ground, but there is quite a bit of elevation. If we go down here from the British, you can see that even though I can see the French massing, it's not a great line of sight. So it's going to be hopefully an interesting battle. So, Robin, can you just roll through the points and the morale values of the forces? Then we'll go, once we've gone through all that, we'll just quickly remind people of what we've got as well.
Yep, so the French 532 points with a morale value of 16. Yours is 524, but you've got that slightly higher morale value, so you've got an extra point over me. So morale value is 17 for you. And then we've introduced the special circumstance optional rule.
This is in the book, isn't it?
In the setup.
We didn't do it in the first game. It's like
step 4 or something of your setting up the game. We skipped it last time to keep it simple. And it's both roll a dice, highest dice roll draws a card. If it's a tie, you both draw a card. And luckily for you,
yes,
you've managed to roll basically immediate reserve. So your heavy cavalry that didn't come on last game automatically are still going to turn up on turn 2.
Yes, I wonder when they're going to arrive. I had to leave a little bit of a gap in my lines. That seems like a sensible point to actually talk about what we have. As I say, these are the same armies as before, but just to roll through very quickly, on my side, we both have 3 brigades. On my side, I have a Hanoverian brigade here, which has 4 units of Landwehr, a battery of, I think they're 9-pounders, and a commander. In my sort of centre, over here you can see my army commander. That's so I am using Wellington down there, but for our purposes he's just a generic army general. I have a British infantry division that I have 4 units of line infantry. The front one is elite and has the 95th Rifles attached. I have a single 9-pounder helping them, and then off the table I have a heavy cavalry brigade. There are 2 units of heavy dragoons, which normally arrive from reserve, and you would roll to see what turn they turn up on. And last time they were going to turn up on turn 4,
and we never had a turn 4.
But we never even got there. But this time they will be turning up at the is it on turn 2 or at the end of turn 1?
At the end of turn 1, I think is when you put we'll check the wording, but is when you put the command base,
so they can be activated from turn 2. Brilliant. Robin, what have you got on your side?
So I've got the slightly smaller brigade, 3 units of infantry.
They're 12-pounders.
12-pounders. There's one more. 1 howitzer, isn't it? And then 1...
yes.
Yeah, and a 12-pounder. Then with the commander. Then in the centre I've got my slightly larger infantry brigade. So elite unit, who I've put at the front last time. So I remember last game them getting stuck behind someone
Yes,
else.
so that's the elite
And
with, with the guy on the
I
horse.
chose centre forward as my deployment.
Yeah, so he can see.
So they're 18 inches in. Again, with a large battery up on a slight elevation,
Yes.
same as yours is on a hill.
Yeah, I
see
got
some counter battery fire going on there. My army commander in the middle, and then my cavalry brigade. So this is where a mistake I made last time that we've corrected is when they're in the column of attack, they are only 2 bases wide. So they're 3 bases deep, 2 bases wide.
rather than 3 bases wide. 2
Before
bases
I just
deep.
ranked them up in how you would normally would make them look, didn't I?
Yeah.
Which is not an option. So correct. That's one mistake already that
we've corrected. I think one of the main mistakes we made last time was just around about in hand-to-hand combat. I think there was just some disruption that we didn't put out. But there are a couple of things. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoy this. Tactical advantage is with me.
Yep. So not only did you roll ridiculously well, because I have you have a slightly better tactical advantage anyway, don't you? Because you're
+1 for being British, for my Britishness.
At that period of the war, yes.
Yeah.
And then you've got your scouts with the rifle battalion, or attached rifles.
Yeah, and you basically just get one for the
my scouts.
hussars, just for all the lights. I can't remember if it's the lancers or the hussars, but one of them gives you +1.
Yes, the lancers, and then obviously you rolled a 12 as well, which helped.
Yes, it does. And then just to confirm, we are playing in the late war. We're playing in the 1815.
And that gave you the tactical advantage. So you'll play the first card. I had to deploy a brigade first, and you gained an extra command point with you.
Yes. So I have 3 command points. That's these blue gems here.
I have 1.
Robin has 1. So now remember, we're not playing any specific scenario, so it's going to be who hits them sort of morale point first, their break point first. Hopefully we're going to bring the objectives into this a little bit more than well, we didn't bring them in at all in the first game. So that's it. So all that's left to do is deal out the hands. How many cards do we get?
So it's 1 per brigade commander on the table.
Okay. So
plus 2. So we'll just double check. I'm pretty sure it includes the army commander as well.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? So
I'll be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Yep.
And you'll be getting 5.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Do you not get +1 if you have tactical advantage or something like that? Okay.
No, you got the extra command point.
That's the command point. So I get 5 and you're getting 6.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right then. Okay, so this is Soldiers of Napoleon. Battle at the Crossroads, I guess. And turn 1. Okay, so the cards have been dealt out. Just a couple of things to mention. And I've forgotten already what they were. What were they?
The standing orders.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. So standing orders. We've both taken none, haven't we? We haven't gone all out attack.
Or defending.
No defending this time. So that's that. So over to me first to play the first card. And I am going to play this one. I'm not playing it for its objective. I'm purely playing it for the orders, which will give me 4 orders, and I'm going to play it on the British Brigade here. So I take my aide-de-camp, pop him next to the commander there. I've got to remember to do that, and we can get started. So very simply, what I'm going to do, I would like to basically, each of these units are going to make 1 move forward. That's these guys here, and then my cannon will do a bombard action. You don't have to announce all of these things. I could change my mind halfway through, but for the ease of the battle report, I'm just going to get these
while
moved.
you're holding the camera.
Exactly, and then we'll get on to rolling some dice. Okay, so my battalions have moved forward. The 95th are sort of up on the hill because they can be 8 inches out from that unit there. Remembering that if anyone shoots, they're still shooting against the unit, not actually against the 95th itself. My cannon is going to make a bombard action against your central unit there. It has a 40-inch range, which means I'm very much within range. It's the number of dice I roll is the number of bases, so that's 1 and another 1 because I'm in impeccable order. Because I'm British as well, and because you haven't moved, I can use shrapnel, which means I'm hitting on 4s. Looking for 4s. It's 1 hit. I nearly went disorder, break test, but no.
Well, there's no
save,
save
so it's just
I'm just taking a
point of disruption.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's my first card played. Meant to say, before we started the battle, we had to roll a d6 to see how many cards were taken out of the action deck. We rolled a 2, so 2 cards were removed. We don't know which ones. Robin, your turn to play.
I'm going to be playing just for 5 orders.
Yeah, which brigade?
On my central brigade.
Okay, well, here we go. It's going to be an early clash, I think.
Issue a move order with them.
Yep.
In fact,
Are you just going to move?
Just advancing with all of them, yes.
Yeah. And then you've got one left, so I imagine, is it going to be move with everyone and then a bombard?
That is exactly what we're going to be doing.
Excellent.
Then I will be bombarding.
Mm-hmm. It's that battery there,
that
isn't it? So
there.
12-pounders. Well, actually, to be fair, they're all 12-pounders. I know it's a howitzer model in there, but yeah, it's just
all 12.
That was the model.
That's fine. I will fire at your. I'm not going to counter battery. I might actually fire at your.
At my battery.
At your battery, yeah.
Okay. Well, I know with the 12-pounders, I think isn't it 50 or 60
it's something ridiculous.
Range?
Yeah, 50-inch range.
Okay, so the number of dice equals the number of cannons, or the number of bases rather, which is 2. And your +1 for being in impeccable order. The target isn't obscured in any way because you're on top of a hill, I'm on top of a hill, so that wall that's in between us isn't in the way.
So I'll get 2 dice to begin with.
Yeah.
Then an extra 1 for being in good order, having no disruption.
Yeah.
However, I then lose 2 dice because I'm actually
you're shooting at a battery.
Counter battery fire.
Okay.
However, I feel like it might be worth it early on to try and
knock out a battery.
Well, even if I can, any disruption, you won't be in impeccable order anymore, will you? So at least then you'll be less effective.
Absolutely. Okay, then let's see what happens.
5+ for round shot.
Okay.
Take that.
Okay, that's a point of disruption. Okay, so I'm going to play my next card, which is this one, and I'm going to play this for 5 orders on my Hanoverian brigade, and very simply, a bit like with what Robin just did, I'm going to move each of my battalions. So there's 4 battalions. I'll move 1 of them each, and then I'm going to take a bombard action with the cannon. So I'm going to get those moved, and then I'll come straight back. So the Hanoverians have moved. As you can see, they've gone quite a long way. When they are in march column, they get to go 8 inches, and then they get to go another 2 because it's on the road, so they've gone 10. So as you can see, that front battalion is cleared. So if I can get another order on them, they can be forming line and threatening the French centre there. This unit has moved up and sort of just moved into the cover, and on this flank here, these Hanoverians are marching forward through the haystacks to take on the might of that entire French brigade. I'm going to support them a little bit here, and my battery here is going to do a bombard action against that central block of French just here. I get 2 dice for my cannons. However, I'm not in impeccable order, so I don't get that bonus. So it's going to be 2 dice hitting on 4s because I get to use shrapnel because Robin hasn't moved yet. Right, looking for 4s. No.
Ugh.
Now I can move my commander. That's something we haven't been doing. And remember that they've got a movement of 10. So, and they need to be within 10 it only to cost 1 order for a unit to take an action. So if they're 12 away, for example, that will cost 2 orders. So I want to make sure I'm within 10. They don't block line of sight, do they? No. So I am going to pop my Hanoverian commander here. But of course, if he's at the front, that means that he's more susceptible to
being at risk.
Yeah, being at risk. And when you're at risk, you mark them. So there we go. The aide-de-camp has ridden over and given him his orders. And that is my action. Robin, it's your turn.
Oh, we're going to get into some action here.
Are you doing some shenanigans?
Yes. So I'm playing this one for the special event, Skirmishers Harass. Sorry, I should have said who I'm playing it on. I'm actually playing it on them again.
Yeah.
So I will take some disruption.
Yeah.
Skirmishers Harass. So 2 infantry battalions can deploy light company and then instantly get to skirmish fire with their rolls to hit improved to a 2+.
Oh, okay. So
I will be
2 of these guys are going to lose a base.
Yep.
Get the skirmishers out.
I'm also going to take some disruption. Though I'm playing for the event, not orders, so I might actually be okay.
Right, while you check that out, I'll get some skirmishers for you. Right, skirmishers have been deployed from these 2 battalions here. So one from the elite battalion and one over here. Now remember that when they target a battalion, they're not actually going to be targeting those skirmishers. To shoot at them, they just shoot at this battalion here, and the results are sort of applied. So if these guys have to withdraw into here, it all works out quite nicely. So you can see we are stuck into things very, very early on, which is nice. So here we go. So let's see what's going to happen. Right, we'll work out who he's going to shoot at and what the requirements are going to be. Okay, Robin, so who are you skirmish firing with first?
So from the elite battalion, they're going to be firing at your Hanoverians.
Coming out of here in
okay. Column.
That's going to be brutal. So how many dice does your veteran skirmishers get then?
So they get 3 dice.
Oh, but you're hitting on 2s because of the special event.
Yes, normally I'd be hitting as per my musket skills, as it were. But this time I'm hitting on a 2+.
Yep. So you've got 3 dice hitting on 2s.
2 hits.
2 hits out. And remember, no matter how many hits you take, you only ever roll 1 discipline test for a save. And my discipline is 5+.
Oh, so
I saved it, so just
the
1.
Over here, they're firing at the Highlanders.
The Highlanders, yeah, who've got the 95th. Remember,
Now,
these guys are stretched out. It doesn't matter where they actually are, because they've got skirmishers deployed, and his rifle is your -1. So their skirmish skill is 2.
2. However, I lose a dice because your light company are the points. Effectively, we're trying to out skirmish each other, so my shooting's less effective.
Okay, so
I'll just be rolling the 1 dice.
1 dice hitting on 2.
2, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, and my
So 4+
veterans,
for them,
I imagine it
trained.
is. Yeah, so they're seasoned. So
seasoned.
4+. Oh no, so they took a point of disruption.
Yeah, good.
So on a roll of 2 or more, you can play another
And
card.
I do want. I will be.
Okay,
So
you already got this lined up.
I do. I'm going to be playing it over here for orders, and it'll be for 3 orders. So I'll move my aide de camp. It's worth noting I didn't take any extra disruption because I played an event card.
So as it was an event, it didn't matter.
Yeah, so if I'd played the event card somewhere else, I wouldn't have moved the aide de camp. It's just that you've played for orders.
Right. Okay.
So I've got 3 orders over here. Obviously, I've only got 2 units.
Okay. So I assume, are they just both taking a move action?
Well, let me just check the distance on something.
There'll be
secret squirrel stuff going on.
I mean, if they're light cavalry in a column, it'll be 12 inches, I think.
Yep. However,
there's no extra movement for charging, is there? Oh no, there is. It's +1d6.
Yeah, you get extra.
Plus 2d6.
if you're cavalry, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So 2d6 of cavalry. So, but you used the highest, so you could go 18.
Could.
But you'd have to change formation. Oh no, you don't have to change formation, do you? This is something that we've.
Yeah, this
realised.
is it. Yeah, right. So these both count as light cavalry, don't they? Yeah, they must do.
Yeah, they're both lights.
12 inches each.
We're gonna have one that's coming up there. No, that's where the dice live. Wait, no, you can't move there because that's where the dice tray lives.
I need to capture the dice tray then.
That is the ground of 10 victory points.
Right.
I mean, that's going to look very nice as they ride up to the top of the hill between the trees. I assume the lances are going around the outside of the hill.
Yes. Right.
There
and
we
then,
go.
It's the only thing, isn't it? Because your command stands only move 10, regardless. So with cavalry, eventually
He's going to be catching
slowly
up,
outpace them.
We see Nay running after him, going, wait for me. Right, but you haven't got another card to play, have you?
No, because
you're
that
not
wasn't
chaining
an
an
event.
event. Right then, let's see what I can do. Okay, I'm going to play this card for 5 orders, and I'm going to play this on my British brigade down here. So my aide de camp is going to move over, come and hang out with this guy here. Remind me, the command points can be used to re-roll dice, can't they?
Yeah, so you can use his command points to either re-roll dice, any single dice. You can draw an extra orders card as well. So if you want to,
yeah.
Well, no, that is actually all you can do.
Oh, okay. Re-roll and draw cards.
Yeah.
All right, okay, no problem. Well, what I'm going to do, just again, because it's easier for me, so I'm going to issue move orders. I'm going to leave the Highlanders where they are at the moment. I'm going to order this unit here to march. They're going to go that way.
Yep.
This unit here are to echelon over. This unit are going to move up. And my cannon or bombard, and I'll be doing some skirmish fire, but I'll get the movement sorted out first. Okay, so there were just a little bit of finagling there with the manoeuvres just to roll through. The 32nd over here, they've marched off in their march column to go and face the cavalry, so hopefully they'll get out of that before the cavalry turn up, because remember, there are no charge responses in this. You have to actively form square. Over here, who are these? These are the South Lincolnshire unit. These have moved through the Highlanders, given a point of disruption to both, but I'm being bold. Importantly, that doesn't change the fact that the skirmishers, the 95th, are deployed forward of the of that unit. So there, remember, it's a bit abstract. These guys have got their skirmishers deployed to out here in the field.
Just if you put your skirmish figures there, your friendly units never block line of sight for skirmishes, so they would just move around the edge. It looks better having them in front because then we know they're out. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. The only thing that blocks line of sight for skirmishes are other enemy units. So for example, you can't shoot at them.
No, because
anything else you can.
But importantly here, so they're not blocking line of sight. So even though, when I want to shoot with the rifles, I measure from the parent unit back here, but nothing is blocked. And then these guys here just echeloned over. So we might as well get on with it. I'm going to skirmish fire with, so for my 4th order, with the 95th Rifles at this unit in the centre here. So measuring 20 inches from that unit behind, I am well within range. They ignore line of sight. I'm -1 to my shooting stat, which is 2, because your skirmishers are deployed. So I'm hitting on a 4. However, because it's a rifle, I get to re-roll it if I miss. Yeah. That's a hit, and you get a discipline test of... They're trained, so I imagine it's 4.
I think for trained... Yeah.
Ah, damn. For my final action on this card, I'm going to do another bombard action with this cannon here. I'm going to fire it at the elite battalion there. Now my cannon is in impeccable order, and there's only 1, so it's going to be 2 dice. As Robin's brigade didn't move in his last activation, it was the cavalry over here. That means I can use shrapnel, so I'm hitting on 4s.
Ouch.
2.
And no saves.
Yep. It's gone ripping through them. When you have its number of disruption equal to the number of bases in the unit, so that's again, when you are disrupted.
Deploying my light company weakens my unit.
Yeah, so you might want to pull those back momentarily, because that's when you start suffering more issues with dice. And can you can receive orders, can't you, when you're disrupted? I can't remember, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Robin, it's your turn. That was my my card.
Right. Well, everything's so good, isn't it? That's the problem. Right. I'm just going to play this for orders. 4 orders.
Yep.
On to this.
They haven't done anything yet, have they?
Oh, no, I'm just warming up.
I feel like quite a lot has happened, and we've only been...
Yeah, we're getting into it very quickly, aren't we? So, move.
Yeah. Okay.
Every now and again you pick up a base where it's got metal command figures on it.
There's a few wire spears.
Weighs 4 times as much.
And then a bombard. And is it going to be that front unit of Hanoverians?
I am going for Hanoverians. Unfortunately, I'm not in canister range, which is a real shame.
Okay, so you're impeccable order. You've got 2 cannons. It's going to be 3 dice.
3 dice. You're not in square or anything. You're not in line.
You're hitting on 5s. Oh, 2. There we go. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. It's moving very quickly. Right, time for me to pick a card. Okay, so we just remembered how disruption works, and of course, so basically at the end, in the end phase of the turn, if you have more disruption than you have stands in your unit, then you're off. So that's why you want to. That's why you want to rally. And disruption, if a unit is disrupted, then it basically loses dice in its shooting and all sorts of various nefarious things. But it can still receive orders, can't it? Okay. We're not in that position just yet. I have this card, which is a 3. That's what I'm playing it for, because I've got no one in hard cover to use its ability. So I'm going to play that on my Hanoverians. So I'll just bring the aide-de-camp over and pop him down there. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give the unit in column a change of formation order. So they'll just spread out on that. They don't have to do any other sort of things, do they? This unit over here are going to move forward, and I'm going to issue a bombard order to the artillery because I don't like the... I don't know. Or maybe I should fire... Because you can shoot, because they're on the hill, aren't they?
Yeah,
so they can shoot. So I could shoot at your elite unit over there. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'll be doing that then. Okay, so as you can see, created a little bit of space here. So my front unit of Hanoverians that have taken the punishment have formed into a line. Over here, this brave unit are moving forward to face the oncoming horde. And my cannons up here are going to fire, because they're up on the hill, over the heads of their own troops. There's no modifiers to that, is there? No, you just have to be able to see them, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, and they can. And they're going to shoot at that elite unit in the middle. Now, I'm not in impeccable order because I've got a point of disruption on me. I've got 2 cannons, 2 9-pounders, so that's 2 dice. But because that unit didn't move on Robin's last order, it was these guys, I can use shrapnel. So I will be. So I've got 2 dice hitting on 4s. 2 dice on 4s, that's 2 casualties. So now they are disrupted, aren't they?
They are...
Is that the word? Disrupted?
Because of disorder
Shaken?
as well.
Disordered, disrupted.
Okay,
so there we go. The smoke indicates that they are disordered. We chuck some casualties on there as well. That's the end of that card for me. Robin, what have you got?
So
Rally
that's
everything.
the end of your cards as well, isn't it?
No, I've still got one card. No, I've still got one.
Okay, that's fine.
For the people to see.
So I'm going to play this one for the event.
Yeah.
So steady lads. So a single infantry or cavalry unit can immediately reduce its disruption by 3 points if they find some extra grit and courage.
Right. Okay. Is that just it? Just you're getting rid of all 3?
Getting rid of 3 on there. Yep.
You have to be in cover in. You could not have. You've been holding on to that just in case.
Yeah. So they are no longer disordered.
No.
I will check that's immediate. I'm pretty sure it is.
I think don't you have to? I think you.
Yes.
The state stays the same. You are disordered.
I'm disordered till the end of the turn.
Till the end of a turn, you have to, or you rally. You have to remove. It has to be one or the other. So you're no longer in the position where you're going to break. But once you're disordered, I think you actually have to. If I remember correctly, you have to actually actively get yourself out of it.
Correct. I have to use the order the ranks thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am still disordered. And then it was a 4+ to chain a card off of that.
It was, yes. So 4+, you get another card.
Oh.
Which you don't. Right then, we'll just get tidied up and go to my card. Okay, so it's my last card. I am going to play this for the order. I'm not playing it for the special event. The special event was a senior officer arrives. I think that I don't need that just yet. I'm going to play for 3 orders, and I'm going to play it on my standard British Brigade over here. I did think about possibly using it over here, but I'm going to try something a bit different. Well, I say a bit different. I'm just going to play it over here. So I've got 3 orders. So what I'd like to do, these guys are going to take a change of formation order. They'll just form a nice line around sort of the bottom of that hill. My elite unit at the front will volley fire into that central unit, and then I'll be taking a bombard action as well.
Yep.
Right, so so these guys are just going to form a line on that front base. That way, I mean, hopefully you don't get a charge off, but and then so my volley action. So volleying, how do we do this?
So 1 dice per base.
So that's 4 because I've got 4 bases.
You're not impeccable because you're
no
thing. However, there's no other modifiers because I'm not obscured or in hard cover.
No.
So,
am I hitting? And what am I hitting on for these guys? And do I have any special? Because something we forgot last time was there were a few special rules associated with people. So no, veteran line infantry have only got they've just got the skirmisher free, and firing they're hitting on 4s. So I've got 4 dice hitting on 4s against your central. Don't I lose 1 dice because you've got skirmishers deployed?
No, that only applies to skirmish fire.
Oh, okay. All right. Right then. So 4 dice hitting on 4s. Okay, so just 4 dice hitting on 4s. 3. So 1 save, and is it a 5?
Well, either way, it's not a 2. So
you took 3. So they are now disordered as well because they've already got 1 on them.
Yeah, that's actually a problem. Didn't plan for that.
Okay, and yes, you now have troops in excess. Casualties in excess, don't you? So I will get you some to sprinkle down. We'll do that in just a second because now I've got a bombard action that I will take with the cannon, and I will fire that at your elite unit. I'm in impeccable order, so I'm going to get 2 dice, and you didn't move them last, so I can use shrapnel. So that will be hitting on 4s. 4s. 1 automatic casualty. There we go. We'll just get some stuff added on to the table, and then we'll see what Robin's going to do. Just to explain slightly what we're doing here, once the smoke goes down, it shows that a unit is disordered. Once we chuck casualties on a unit, it's just a reminder to us that unless they're rallied, they're going to be gone at the end of the turn. So also it's a nice little visual reference for you guys. So if you see casualties on a unit, if we don't do anything about those or we forget to...
They are in jeopardy, aren't they?
They are in jeopardy. So there's only one card left, Robin, and it's yours. And I'm assuming it's annoying you because you wanted to do something else with it.
Yeah, so I've had a plan. And
it's only turn 1.
It is. I'm going to play on this brigade for orders.
4 orders, so I'm assuming I'm
So when I say
charged.
4 orders, I mean I'm doing it for the orders.
For the orders, but there are 4 orders.
Yeah.
But there's only 2 units.
Correct. That I'm going to harass you with my light cavalry. So a light cavalry regiment can quickly send a detachment, usually the flank squadrons, to harass an enemy and drive away infantry skirmishers. Up to 3 enemy infantry battalions within 20 paces must take a discipline. If fail, then you have to recall your skirmishers.
You're getting rid of the 95th. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that unit has got to test then.
Yes.
So do you have to send out a base or something?
No, because basically they ride out and ride back.
Oh right.
However,
okay.
it's not all lollipops and roses for me. So.
Oh, can I shoot you?
No. There's a chance that I might take a point of disruption because I could pretend to represent me having a casualty or.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just checking. So I got a discipline of 3.
Yeah, so that's probably a bit risky.
So 3 plus. No. So they go back in. So they
are driven back in.
Okay.
The thing is, you don't get a stand back for them, do you? Because they were.
No, they're just back in there.
But you can redeploy them again.
Yeah.
And then I also have to take a discipline test because I may take a point of disruption.
Okay, what's your discipline? 4?
Oh,
I imagine they're trained.
1+, I think, or something.
Although these are hussars.
Hussars, aren't they?
No, chasseurs de cheval.
It's 4+. No, I'm good.
Okay. What are you going to do? So is that their action? So
Yep, that's their order.
Okay. Now what you're doing? Lancers are going to charge my line unit.
Nope, they're going to intimidate you.
What?
I'm using all my cavalry abilities.
I didn't even know these were things.
I know you didn't.
But then I haven't had any cavalry.
That's why I'm doing them.
Okay.
So light cavalry can harass and remove skirmishers, and obviously that could have been a lot more effective because I could have done up to 3 units.
If you're here, if I'd have had light cavalry, I could have forced all them back in. I quite like you having them out because, of course, it means you're more susceptible to dying.
Yes. So intimidation, which is for heavy cavalry or lancers. So I have lancers here.
Okay.
The sight or approach of heavy cavalry lancers, I guess you see me jingling over the thing. So within 20 inches, I've already memorized it. Up to 2 enemy units, and within line of sight, it's only going to be that 1 unit.
Yeah, just the 30
Must make 2 discipline tests.
Right.
For each failure, you gain a point of disruption.
Oh, okay. So I got a discipline of 4+ with these guys.
Yeah.
So first test, yep. Second test,
so you just take the 1 point of disruption.
So that's something my dragoons can do, hopefully.
Yeah, and there's because with that one, unlike me sending something out to fight your skirmishers, there's no risk to me doing that.
No.
It's almost like a precursor to charging, where I'm shaking my bridles and stuff so you know.
Oh, I quite like that. I could see that being useful in other periods, actually.
And again, you can do it to more than 1 unit, up to 2 units within 20 in line of sight. Obviously, I'm not quite.
Okay.
Now, I have sacrificed rallying that unit for that.
Yeah.
So
it might not all be bad. That's the end of a turn, isn't it? Right. We have to go through the end steps. So we'll be back in a sec. Right, so there we go. It's time to go into the end step for turn 1. How do you feel that's gone? I think it's gone quite smoothly, considering we've only played 1 game. It's quite intuitive, and it seems to be we're stuck in.
Getting in, stuff's happening, isn't it?
Okay, so what's the first thing in the end step?
So the first thing we're going to do is reserves arrive. So we would roll for the arrival of a reserve brigade. Now, obviously, normally your heavy cavalry wouldn't be arriving until D3 plus 1. However, the unusual circumstances, apparently you were just around the corner, so they're arriving at the start.
They were going downhill. They were riding downhill.
So the base is deployed now so that you can give the brigade orders next turn.
So I put my command base down.
You'll gain a card for him being on the table as well.
Perfect. Okay, well, here we go. Here he is. Here's Ponsonby. He's going to be put over here. What's next?
So we check for command stands at risk.
No one's been at risk.
None are now, and none were at any point during the turn. Then we do broken units, and we know...
So how do we do this? I've forgotten.
So broken units are More disruption than stands.
More disruption than stands. Well, the only one is that
they had 4 points of disruption, only 3 stands because of my...
Because they were deployed? Okay, so they're broken.
So they are going to be removed.
Okay, so I'll tell you, because we have to roll for points on them. Yep, so let's just put a dice next to them for the moment. These guys, how many points, how many disruption?
They got 2. 2.
My Hanoverians have got 3, but they got 4 stands. So it's just that one unit.
Yep.
Just that one unit. Okay, so now what?
So they are a trained unit, aren't they, on my base?
They are.
So you roll a dice and see how many victory points you're gaining.
5.
So that's 3.
3 points. And what's your army break point?
16.
16. Okay. Right. Okay then. What's the next step? Additional victory points?
Yes.
Right then.
So, the first thing we do is any unit has disruption equal to the number of its stands in the end phase, which I think is none, isn't it?
No, yes, because you got rid of doing
yeah,
it.
and they've ended up.
So no.
If anyone had won a melee,
nope.
If anyone captured the colours,
nope.
Been massacred, and then brigade's been wiped out.
No.
So no, there's no extra victory points.
No.
And obviously, if you'd played rally events during the turn, you'd have given away victory points as you go because it costs victory points.
So we've got to do how goes the day.
Yep.
Is that next?
So the next thing we do, battlefield objectives. We don't have any.
No
one's got any in play at the moment. And then how goes the day? So both sides roll a d6 and add their tactical
modifier.
So I'm +1, you're +2.
Yes, and I remember in the last game you didn't unfortunately win a single one of these.
No.
So okay, this also determines who's going next, doesn't it?
Correct.
And also, is this depending on who rolls what? You can gain some extra victory points.
Yes.
Because this represents the wider battle, what's happening off to the flanks.
Yeah, if you end up rolling double or triple.
So 2d6, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So 2d6 plus
2.
2 for me. Okay. All right then. Oh dear, 5.
11.
11. So you've got double.
Yeah.
I think you've got a point.
Right. So I will have the initiative and take the first play that turn, the next turn, and then because I'm over double, I gain a victory point.
Victory point for what's happening in the wider battle. Excellent. Okay. So it is also just a timer as well, isn't it? So right then, so we need to just clear up the battlefield a little bit, and
there would be a couple more steps.
Sorry.
They're not actually going to come into play, but I guess as we're rolling through it, we might as well. There'd be a senior commander check. So if the senior commander had turned up on the table, he may actually then leave again because something else more important starts, or he sees you're losing and doesn't want to be part of that.
Doesn't want to be part of it.
And then there's an end of game check where we are seeing if you've got more victory points than the break points, but we know we haven't. And then we are dealing some cards. You'll get an extra one now because you've got your full brigade.
And I might as well state it now. I'm going to use one of my command points to draw an extra card as well.
Ooh.
So I'll be getting 7 cards. So that's it. We need to get the board cleaned up, and we'll be back to you in a second.
Oh yeah, I need to remove that unit. Okay.
Okay, right. So turn 2, Robin. You're playing first. So what are you going to put down?
A fierce cavalry charge.
Okay, that was now you activated them. They were the last unit you activated, but as it's a card, that doesn't matter.
Yes, I'm not playing it for orders. I'm playing it for.
So you're not going to get disruption.
Nope.
Okay.
So on the hussars or chevalier, single cavalry regiments given a charge order, acquired discipline test is automatically passed.
Yep.
In the following melee, it gains +2 bonus dice. However, I do need to roll to see how far
they can go.
I get it, and I don't need much to get there, but so it's 2d6, and I pick the highest for cavalry.
Okay, and add it to what? What's
their normal move of?
So they're on 12, aren't they?
Yeah,
so 2d6 and pick the highest.
So
5, so 17. You're going to be fine.
And obviously,
do you just then contact and do you stay there, or do you
because the thing is, I can even echelon as I go. You can echelon, so I could, which I probably will. I think we just line stuff.
And I have no charge reactions, so right, we might as well get it all moved. Now, this is where we forgot a few things last time.
I gain a point of disruption instantly for doing a charge.
Right, okay, and then there's more disruption that's gained just for fighting and everything.
Yes,
we'll roll through it all in a second. Let's get these guys
I think that was what we missed last time, was the person charging
gets disruption
instantly. Oh no, so if you fail... Oh no, sorry, no. Don't.
You take a discipline test, but don't I have to take a discipline test as well? We'll roll through it in a
let's-
second. Let's get this stuff moved. Okay, so we sorted through this. Robin, do you want to explain?
Yes. So, just to go through the steps, the way that I would have done my charge, obviously I've done it with an event card, is I would take a discipline test first.
Yes.
If I failed that, I'd take a point of disruption. However, with this card, I automatically pass that test.
And then they go. So you basically, it's to see if it's an ordered charge or not.
Yes.
Basically. Right.
Right. Because I'm cavalry, so you have to take the unit being charged also has to take a discipline test.
Okay.
Normally, if you fail, you would take 1 disruption.
Okie dokie.
However, because the target unit is infantry, not in square, being charged by cavalry, if you fail, you gain 3 disruption because you're about to get run over by horses.
I did not fail.
That's a real shame.
I did not fail.
I then I rolled d6, 2d6 and took the highest to add to my normal move to get my distance.
Right.
If I'd have failed at that point to reach you, I would have taken a point of disruption. So basically, if you fail a charge, you're taking a point of disruption either through not moving far enough or failing the discipline test to do it in the
And that's what we buggered up last time, wasn't it?
Yes. So, and I think we forgot the extra for horses as well.
Yeah, so
that's where
if
we are
you're outside a square, then it is. And now we just work out the dice for the combat. Now the defenders go first, don't they?
Yes.
So how many dice do I get?
So 1 for every base.
So that's 4.
So 4. You would then add and subtract dice depending on things. So if you are better,
I'm not. No, you're seasoned. I'm trained.
If you're in a better position, you'd gain dice. Not. If you're in square, you would gain dice.
Definitely not.
Then there's some ones with cavalry countercharging. If you'd have failed that test, disruption test, discipline test, and taken those 3 disruption, you'd be disordered at this point and you'd lose 2 dice.
Right.
So that's
I'm quite glad about that.
And you're just in normal line formation, so none of the other.
So just 4 dice.
You are 4 dice.
Hitting on my bayonet skill, which is 4.
Yep. Called how many?
3.
Okay. So then I roll my dice. So I get 6 dice to begin with
because I've got 1 per base.
6 bases because everyone's involved. I then add a dice for being superior quality because I'm seasoned or trained.
So 7.
If I was a heavier horse, not if I was a heavier horse, if they were on heavier horses, they'd get shock impact as well. But they don't from that. Then there's modifiers for flank and rear. Obviously, I'm not. Again, if you'd failed that discipline test and were disordered, not only would you have lost 2 dice, I would have gained 2 dice. So it's a 4 dice swing, but not that. However, I lose a dice because I'm in attack formation, and that's specific to cavalry because
infantry get a bonus.
Infantry actually get a bonus for that. Yes. I'm not disordered, and it's not an escalade. However, because of my event card of being a fierce cavalry charge, I'm gaining 2 dice. So
you've
puts
got
me on 8.
8 dice, and what's your saber?
My saber skill is 4s as well. Oh,
3. 3 apiece.
Okay. Right, so once all the units in the melee have rolled their attacks, resolve the outcome. The unit which has scored the most hits, we haven't. However, if both have scored the same number of hits, then the units with the better troop quality have won.
So you won.
For the record, if we had the same quality, so complete a tie, the defender would win by default.
Yeah, okay.
So I have won. Both sides now automatically take a point of disruption.
There you go, I've got one here for you. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then we are both placed in disorder.
Okay.
Now,
do you bounce off me a bit?
I will do. So the difference in the number of hits is the amount of extra disruption the loser would take.
Wasn't any.
It's a draw, so no problem. The losing unit... Oh, there is no losing unit.
Okay, so it's Robin that's won because he's the higher troop quality. There is no draw.
I've won in the least brutal way.
Yeah. So I've lost a combat, so I've got to go d6 plus my movement, which in line is 4 inches. So d6 plus 4.
If you roll really high, you might end up
yeah, it's not good.
So
5 inches, so they're going to move through this unit, adding a point of disruption to both.
Yeah.
Okay, and what did you just say about victory points?
So I gain a victory point for winning a melee.
Alright, okay, cool. I will just add on some more disruption. Right, so that was a ferocious charge. That was your card.
I don't want to...
You're not going to try and chain it on?
Chain anything. Oh, no, I probably should, shouldn't I? Well, it's a 6+ anyway, so I'll roll it. Because there's not... Huzzah!
No,
well, not huzzah,
no, you're not.
Oh, I'm playing another special event.
Right.
You can change special events, can't you?
Yeah, you did before, remember?
Yeah. Right, so I'm playing Vive l'Empereur.
Right.
I think this is like the best card in the game. I win. No.
You win.
Only playing in French. A single French infantry or cavalry unit may charge.
Right.
It automatically passes its discipline test. However, the difference between that and the last one is it instantly adds the maximum 6 paces to its move.
You're just going to charge into my elite unit. Oh, no, over there.
I'm going over there. Because I can add a 45-degree wheel on the way.
So you're going to be going 18.
I am.
Ooh, it's going to be tight.
I have.
You have. Right, okay. Okay, so here we go again. So you automatically count as having passed.
So you need to take a discipline test.
Yep. And in this case, my discipline is 4.
Yep. So you take 3 points of disruption. However, you haven't got any yet, have you?
Yeah, I got 1.
Oh, you are disordered. Oh, this is going to hurt.
Sorry, yes, I'm trained and you're
I think I'm seasoned again.
Yeah. Okay, so I get 2 dice because I have 4 bases, but because I'm disordered, I lose 2.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 dice and I am hitting on 4s. That's a 1 either way.
Okay, remember 1.
You get 6 dice as base for having 6 bases.
I do. Now, this time though, so I am superior quality.
So that's 7. So
I have-
lances have something.
No, they have lances. That sounds silly. They have lances. Oh no, shock impact 1. The lance just improves the score to hit.
Right, okay.
So I get shock impact 1. So I'm better quality, so I'm on 8 dice.
Right.
However, you're now disordered.
Which adds what?
So I add 2 more dice.
Ugh.
And it's only for cavalry against infantry, that specifically.
Okay.
But then I lose 1 for being...
oh no. So what's that, 9 dice?
9 dice. Now the only thing, with obviously this is, you know, a 6-order card, a really good rally card, so it's quite a powerful one. However, is my melee to hit value is 2+ because of the card.
Right.
So I'm kind of wasting my lances, so they're automatically used.
That's it for the
But
battle,
they're
isn't it?
they're a 2+ as
So
well.
you're hitting on 2s?
Yeah, so I would be hitting on 2s regardless, but I needed the charge range. I couldn't risk not getting the charge.
So you got 9 dice hitting on 2s?
7.
7. Okay, so you've won.
Right, so...
And I'm going to take 6 additional...
So, well, we both take a point of disruption first.
Okay, right. I'm just going to do this on a dice. So what you're doing here, you're trying to capture the colours.
I'm trying to capture the
on a
colours.
6, you've captured my colours, because I took 3 of the colours. No. And
I've probably shredded them instead.
And now I retreat, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm going to go 6. So they're kind of all pulling back to here.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get everything moved around while Robin looks up to find out if shattered is a thing. Okay, so the British have been beaten back down the bottom of the hill, and the French have made a big push on this side. Robin, are you going to try and chain another card?
No, because whilst it'd be really tempting, I know that you took the extra card as well, so you've got something like 7 cards. And
I do.
I'll be giving you a massive run of...
Because when you have 1 less card, you can skip, can't you?
You can pass.
You can pass once, can't you? Until
until you've got the same amount of cards.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I've got my card. I'm going to play this. I'm not playing it for the objective. Originally, I thought about it, which was guns on the high ground. I thought I might be able to wheel this gun up here, but I think there's no chance of that now. So I'm going to play it for 3 orders, and I'm going to play it on my cavalry brigade that has turned up. So that's where they are. And I'm going to order my Scots Greys to charge into your lances. And are you going to countercharge, or how does countercharging work? You have a look at that while I get them on the board. Okay, so Robin's realised that he can't countercharge because I'll be hitting him in the flank. Because of the distances involved, I have got to get a 5 or a 6 on one of these dice.
Take a discipline test first.
I want to take a discipline test first. Okay, what's my discipline of heavy dragoons? Come on, it's got to be a 3.
Yeah, 3+.
3+?
They're professional, so...
No, what does that mean?
Oh, you take a point of disruption.
Oh my god, right, so a point of disruption on the way in. Now one of these dice...
No, you don't charge.
What do you mean, I don't charge at all?
Yeah.
It's just I don't charge.
You failed the discipline test, so you don't charge.
Oh. Alright, well the other heavy dragoon unit is now going to charge them.
Do they have carbines or anything? Because they can actually shoot. They can volley fire if they fail the charge. They do have carbines.
They have carbines, okay.
One shot. So, and will if they can, to make it sound like it's not optional.
And what's the distance, what's the range on a carbine? Because, yeah, that would be fun, but like I said, I was quite a long way away.
You only get 1 shot with them, so I guess at least you get to use that 1 shot.
Okay.
I think that's not bad.
They are
Still...
10 inches. Well, actually, no, it'd be measuring from... How does it work? Do they actually come onto the board? Because they're actually at the back, aren't they?
Yeah, because the command stand... Yeah, so you measure from the board edge.
Right, okay, so the board edge is even further, so it's 15 inches. Okay, so the carbines are out of range. So the other unit are going to charge. It's the same thing again. I need a 3+ to
They
basically.
as well.
Yeah, they're both heavy dragoons. So I need 3+ to get this off. So they got this off. Right, now I roll 2d6. I need one of these to be a 5.
I need to take discipline test first.
Okay.
I've failed.
What does that mean?
Well, so I'm taking some disruption.
So you take 1 disruption when they see the heavy cavalry come in, but I only reach you if one of these dice is a 5 or a 6 because of the distances. So I can roll 2 dice and pick the highest. No, 5 combined. Do I still move the maximum?
Yeah, so you move the full charge distance.
Yeah.
So you'll be however far away.
So that will be 13.
You'll be.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, if that hits, it hits.
No, they're closer. Look.
Yeah, fine.
I assume they were in 6. So no, they are. Yeah. Okay, so and I'm going to hit you
in the flank.
like
so,
that.
Yeah, line up there. Say move the tree.
All right. Okay. Well,
Or move the tree slightly.
Move the tree slightly. Right, we'll get this all sorted out. Okay, so we've aligned them like this because I'm hitting the flank. Robin, you're fighting first, so you get 6 dice because you've got 6 bases.
I do. The only modifier for me, unfortunately, is I'm now disordered, so I lose 2 dice, which puts me on 4.
And what are you hitting on with sabres now, aren't you?
Sabres, rather than lancers, they're not as good as the ordinary.
Are they 4s with a sabre?
Yeah, 4+.
Okay, so you've got 4 dice hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Right, so we'll roll through me. I get 6 dice as a base because I have 6 bases. I get 1 because I'm seasoned. I get 2 dice for hitting him in the flank. And I get 2 dice for shock impact. Yep. But I lose 1
for the formation.
For my formation. So I'm rolling 10 dice and I'm hitting on 3s. So here we go, hitting on 3s. That's not amazing.
I mean, it's better than 2.
4. So 4. So here we go. We need to start totting things up a little bit.
So you won by 2, didn't you?
Okay, so we both take a point of disruption straight away, and you're already disordered. So
yep.
And then I won by 2, so you take 2 additional points.
Yep.
Of disruption.
And you'll become disordered as well.
And I'll become disordered. And then you run away.
Yeah, so you can't capture my colours because I don't have any. So we draw away from the winner, so it's going to be
across the hill.
This way across the hill, and it's D6 plus my normal
move of 12. So 12.
Potentially a long way. So 14 inches.
14 inches, and I get a victory point for winning a combat. Okay, so there we go. A bit of tidying up on the board, yeah, we're all sorted. So, Robin, it's your turn to put down a card.
Yeah, I'm going to play it for orders on my left flank.
Yeah.
For 6 orders.
Okay. What are you just planning on doing? So move.
Literally,
move.
I'm just advancing.
Because you've only got 4 units.
Yeah, I'm actually going to. There's going to be some light company deploying going on over here, so it's technically a change formation order.
Okay, so
on both of those, I'm going to do.
Skirmishers coming out, and then what's he doing at the back?
No, let's be smart here. Right, so I'm going to move both those forward and deploy skirmishers from the back. Actually,
okay,
because I wasn't going to be skirmishing through myself.
And then firing with the cannon. Yeah,
I will be firing with the cannon.
Right. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, there we go. The French are moving up to take on these Hanoverians, and those skirmishers have been deployed there. Robin said he was going to do bombard. Who are you going to go for?
So the Hanoverians that have formed out into the line on the crossroads. So I'm in impeccable order. There's no other modifiers.
You've got 2 cannons,
so
3
dice hitting on 5s. Just the one.
Just the one, which is enough.
To disorder them.
Yes, it is. That's annoying. So 1 more casualty in there. There's so much disorder on here. I think we're trying to see who's going to be the first one to start doing some rallying. Right, there we go. If you've got anything else, you've got to move your commander.
I will move my commander.
Okay, I'm going to try for some special orders. So for my first special order, I'm going to use artillery battery low on ammunition. 1 enemy artillery battery is now low on powder and shot and must restrict its rate of fire. The chosen battery must re-roll any hits when it bombards until the end of the game. If the battery has the full Cassians, remove the Cassian model instead and the battery now fires as normal. I'm going to play that on... that one that didn't fire.
I'll tuck the card under the base.
Yeah, and then we'll remember that one.
At the front, so I can see that is there.
And that's a 4+ to play another card, I believe.
7. Yeah, it's 4+.
Okay, right then. So 4+, I get to play another card. Yep, so I can play one more. And for my next trick,
Wait for another low.
I will now play Command Confusion.
Oh, no.
In the smoke, chaos, and confusion, it's hard to maintain discipline. Roll a d6 and the opponent loses this number of cards from their hand random. So a 1 means you discard nothing, 2 to 4 means you discard 1, and if I roll a 5, you discard 2. You are discarding none. And on a 6, I can play another card. No, so it's over to you. That was annoying. I was hoping I was going to limit you a bit then and kind of force you into doing some rallying.
Yeah, right. I'm playing objective.
Okay. Do I now play again, or do you get to play?
As far as I know, that is my card play.
That is your card play this turn. Okay.
Oh yeah, it counts as a special event, but you can't.
There's nothing.
There's no number to chain off it.
Okay. In that case, I am going to play this card, and I'm going to rally, which gives you 1 victory point.
Huzzah!
I'm going to rally my my British division, and it's every unit, isn't it?
It is.
Every unit of the type that's on here, on the card.
Or is it the number of... Up to the number of orders, is it? Or...
No, I think it's everything. Well, 6 if it is.
Oh, yes. Good.
So this is for militia trained, seasoned professionally. I just think it's for everyone that's in that brigade of that status. So we have a little procedure to go through for each of these. But I'm probably not going to save the 30-second, but these guys over here might be able to save a bit.
Any units to make the rally criteria. So unit must be the commander's brigade.
Yeah, they're all in.
Correct, yeah.
They're all here. So let's go through the rallying procedure. Let's start with the elite unit.
Right, and then we'll go through the steps.
Okay. Yep. So elite unit.
Do you wish to rally by withdrawal? So you would make a withdrawal move and automatically remove 1 point of disruption.
No, because I'll be withdrawing from my own people.
Yeah, you would not gain anything with that, would you? Rally on the colours. That's the one you probably want to do because there's no... So your D6 for each disruption point you've got. Any 6s,
remove.
One.
Okay, right. So 3. So any 6s, get rid of them. None.
Take casualties. You can remove a stand or as many stands as you want, and each one reduces disruption by 2.
Okay, I think I'm going to remove 1 stand of these guys to reduce it by 2.
That figure was just so that we know that they've...
Oh, was that just to know
because
that
they've got the... Because they're not deployed.
Yeah, they have the skirmishers, right.
So you've taken casualty. You can then order the ranks. However...
They weren't disordered, those ones.
No, and you don't think you'll be able to because the enemy's within 5 paces.
Okay,
you can't
all right, so we'll go on to the unit behind. So do I want to do it by withdrawal? Again, I'll just be causing myself to say no. So rally around the colours, so 3d6 because they've got 3 disruption. None. I will drop a base though.
Yep.
To remove 2.
They're disordered, aren't they? So you want to try and...
How do I get rid of that? Is it a discipline test?
Yep. So discipline test.
Is it just 1 dice?
1 dice.
If it get it, so their discipline is 4+.
Yeah.
No, so they're still disordered. Unit at the back, they don't need to rally. Now the this unit here could be fun. Do I want to do it by withdrawal? No, but I do get to roll 10 dice. That would be amazing. Oh. I did roll 4.
Okay, so if that takes them down, you can save them. If you take some casualties,
so that's 4. So they got 4. If I lose, I just lose 1.
1 base will take you down to...
Yeah, they're not going to be destroyed because you have to be in excess of the number of bases. Don't
How many have you got left now? 4.
4.
But you've only got 3 bases.
Oh yeah, so I'll take 2.
Yeah, we should have then put you down to 2 and 2 bases.
Yeah, there we go.
But you can try and recover the good order as well.
Yeah, so a discipline test of 4.
Yeah, because the thing is, they're going to go anyway, aren't they?
Well, they're going to go. I might as well just try. There you go. And they're no longer... So there we go.
You're going to give away a victory point at the end because they're equal. We'll get to stands to thingy, but that's better than giving away 3 or 4.
Absolutely. Okay, right. Well, there we go. That's the my card. Okay, Robin, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
I'm going to play for orders. Play for orders on the middle brigade.
Okay.
So
I forgot what's happening to them because they've
4 orders, which gives me enough to do
something with each.
Everything. And I'm going move. Like I don't have to declare everything, but
it just makes sense.
I'm going to be cautious moving with them.
Yep.
Which is you can move up to half and skirmish fire.
Right.
And they're going to be
firing,
but not as well.
Yes.
As they were.
Yes, you have to reroll hits, don't you? All right, then we'll get everything moved. Robin's moved.
Doing a cautious move with them. So I've moved half my movement, just 3 inches. But cautious moving lets you skirmish fire as well. So I'm getting a little bit close. The only thing is I can't wheel when I do that. So I've moved straight ahead.
So where are you going to
I'm going to be skirmish firing
into?
Actually, no, I'm going to be skirmish firing
into my elites.
Into your elites.
So it's going to be 2 dice.
3 dice. Because I'm.
Oh yes, that's your elite one. Yes, sorry. So 3 dice.
Your light company aren't deployed.
No,
so it's just 3 dice.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s, I assume it is, isn't it?
Yeah, 4s for them.
And you can make 1 save. I've got no rerolls. 2 hits.
2. Get to save 1 on a 3. Yep.
So you take 1.
Okay.
And then I will bombard
the Hanoverians.
Over here, and I have to re-roll all hits, is it?
Yes, so you're going to get 3 dice because you're in impeccable order. So you're hitting on 5s and re-rolling hits because you're running out of ammunition. So re-roll both those 6s, please.
Shame.
Oh, misses. Right then, that's you. You got to remove your commander.
Yeah, I don't need to move him. I was going to move my aide-de-camp.
Right, okay. Over to the British. Okay, so my turn to play a card. So I'm going to play this for 6 orders. And I'm going to play it on my Hanoverians. I did think about over there, but I think this is kind of run its course a little bit over there. So I'm going to play this on my Hanoverians. So where's my aide-de-camp? There he is. As he comes riding over the battlefield and says, what's going on over here? Because it's all going wrong over there. So over here, I'm going to be taking... Oh, I might... Hang on a second. I might be in range.
You are in volley fire range if you want to.
Yeah, I think it might be a mistake to move closer. So, yep, I'll be shooting. I'll be doing volley fire there. I'll be bombarding with the artillery. I'll be doing volley fire with the unit at the front, just so it gets to do something. And then this unit here will probably try and move into the open ground just beyond there. So yeah, let's get going. I'll get the movement done and then we'll go and look at the volley fire. Okay, so the movement's done. This unit's moved up the road, and then these guys managed to break through the hedge line and line up on the other side. So we're going to go through some volley fire and some bombarding. So this unit at the front here, probably the last thing they're going to do in the game, they are going to volley fire into that elite unit. They would get 4 dice normally. They only get 2 because they are disordered. Hitting on 4s. 1. So you need a single save of 3 because you're...
If I don't pass this, then I'm giving away victory points. Oh.
There we go. My unit here, because they're on higher ground, they will bombard the elite unit.
Yeah. I moved on the last order card, so you can't use shrapnel.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
I know.
So I would only get 1...
No, you'd be hitting on 5s, not 4s.
Oh, 5s, not 4s. Okay, well, I'll get 2 dice hitting on 5s. Hitting on 5s. Oh, no. My unit here is going to shoot at the closer of the 2 units, which I think is going to be 3 dice, is it?
So it'll be 5 dice to begin with, because you've got 4, but you're impeccable order, aren't you? However, I am obscured, aren't I? So -1. So down, back down to 4 dice. Yeah.
So hitting on 4s. 4 dice hitting on 4s. Just 1.
The thing is, even that 1, it takes a dice away from my shooting, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
I'm no longer in... so was it this one, was it?
Yes, it was, yeah. And then, to be honest, I think that my commander just needs to shuffle up a little bit just to keep things going. That's it for them. So it's over to you.
You might want to move them too.
Oh, yeah. How close has it got to be?
I think it's 10 inches.
At risk is 10 inches.
Yeah, and obviously you wouldn't intentionally...
Oh, dear, yeah. No, don't want to do that. So as long as he's within 10 of that unit... He is. So he's all right just where he is, to be honest. Do you want to play a card or do you want to skip?
Yeah, I am going to play a card.
Okay.
Yes, it is 10 paces for at risk.
What are you going to play?
So for orders over here, 6 orders.
Yep.
That'll be my last card of the turn. Bombard first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to shoot at your unit in column.
Okay, yeah, you can see them. So you're going to be hitting on... 5s, you're up on the hill.
Yeah, so columns make no difference.
No, they don't.
Because it's just if you're in square.
So you're going to get 3 dice because you're in impeccable order and you're hitting on 5s.
Re-rolling hits.
Not with them, you're not.
Oh, no, sorry, it's them, is it?
It's a different battery.
Just looked at the card at the corner of my eye.
1 hit.
1 hit. No save.
There we go. Right, now, what are you going to do? So you've got the unit at the back and the 2 at the front.
Yeah, so I'm going to cautious advance with them. Which gives me a massive...
And then
shuffle forward, and then I can skirmish fire.
Where are you going to skirmish?
So I'll be skirmishing.
Does cover doesn't matter, so it's going to be
the only thing that blocks line of sight is the other enemy units.
So 2d6 hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Ah dear.
Good skirmishing. I'm just going to volley with both. Whereas actually, because I was thinking, about charging, but if you charge, you have to do all the charges
in one go.
First,
Plus, but you're going to lose dice going through.
It's not worth.
There's only one unit would be able to use the. So you're going to get.
Oh, are we actually counting that as an opening gate? Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, obviously only one you can through it. So I will volley with them first.
Okay, so it's 2 bases that are shooting, so it's 2 dice -1 for the cover.
Yeah.
Because it's obscured, so 1 dice hitting on a 4.
Yep.
No.
And then the other unit will be...
The other unit, because you've got the opening and they're against it, I'd say you're not going to suffer the obscured thing, so 2 dice.
3 dice for them because they're impeccable.
Okay. And they all missed.
And that is it.
That's it. Okay. Right, over to the British. I'm going to play this card for 5 actions onto my British brigade and just see if I can get some volleys into you. So we're going to start. I'm going to volley with this unit at the front at your cavalry.
Yep.
I get 3 dice and nothing else, I don't think. I don't think there's any... you're not at... There's no sort of modifiers for short range and things like that, is there? So, so 3 dice hitting on 4s. 1.
1 save.
No, so 1 more on them.
Is that on the front? So
on the cavalry. My cannon is going to bombard your elite unit there, which has got some casualties on it.
Yep.
It's an impeccable order, so 2 dice, and you didn't move them last turn, so
4 hit
so shrapnel.
Yep.
1 auto casualty.
Oh.
Yes.
I have
you got some dead folk.
Corpse.
Yep. So that's handy.
So because you look by base for line of sight, so you can volley round the unit with some bases.
I would argue that would be what this unit can volley just one.
Potentially, I don't know the range, but you can.
It's 10. There's no way. Yeah, I would be able to anyway. But what I am going to do is do some movement. So I will. So to do a wheel, is that just a?
So you can wheel up to 45 degrees as part of your move.
Okay, so they will wheel.
So that was however far that would be, which is probably about.
So that would be 90.
Yeah.
So that's also wheel to there, and then what if I do Can I wheel again as the whole move?
No. So up to half. So if you're doing a normal march order.
Yeah.
Up to half of your move can be up to a 45 degree wheel, if that makes sense.
Well, what I'll do, I'm just going to get all the movement done and then we'll come back. Okay, so just a little bit of reshuffling there. And then I've got 1 card left. You have no cards, do you?
No.
No, so I've got 1 card left and I'm trying to decide whether to play this for orders or to use the ability. I don't really need to do any rallying. I think I'm going to be fairly safe in this end step. I mean, I'm going to lose a unit, but
no.
I don't really... Oh, no, I won't, will I? No, they're not. Okay. No, I'm going to play it for its special event, which is Commander Wounded. So I roll... So basically, pick an enemy division, corps, or army commander. So I'll pick your chap at the back there. If I roll a 5 or more, he's been hit by a stray round or shrapnel and falls casualty. Remove him and gain victory points, which would be 3 victory points. So on a 5 or more, I'm going to get 3 victory points in the end step. Come on, I feeling good. Come on. Yes! That's also taking your command point with it as well.
And number of cards I'm getting.
Yes. Brilliant. Right. Okay, it's into the end step. I'm kind of pleased I chose that now. Right, we'll be back in a second. Okay, so we're ready to roll through the end step. Robin, where do we start?
Right, so we'll start with reserves.
There aren't any.
No command stands have been at risk. We checked that as we went.
Yeah.
So next thing, broken units.
So a broken unit is a unit that's taken more disruption. It has bases.
The only one I think we've got is they're my veterans, but they're a seasoned unit. There because they're okay because they're all 5.
Yeah, I did a whole load of rallying down here. So even I've taken casualties down here rather than that.
It's just my veterans.
Okay, so I roll 1d6, right? See how many points I get. What's the maximum number of points I can get for these?
5.
That's if I roll a 6, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how many points I get for this unit. 3.
So it's still 4 additional victory points.
Yep.
A unit has disruption equal to its number of stands. So we've got your 1 there.
Yep.
I'm getting a point.
Yep.
Winning a melee, we recorded as we went.
Yep. So I won 1 melee, you won 2 melees.
I didn't...
No colours got captured.
Oh, what was a massacre?
Okay, so it's okay. We didn't screw up. So basically, if this unit had been in this phase with 13 casualties on them,
at that point,
it would have been a massacre, and they would have given up whatever points they would have normally plus another D3.
Yeah.
So if that were, God, that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I get. Right. Then you wounded my divisional commander, didn't you?
Yep. So how many? That's 3 points, isn't it?
2 for that one.
2? I thought it was 3.
3 for a corps commander, 4 for an army commander. Divisional commander special event only.
Oh.
So there's a separate one for the special event.
Oh, okay.
Rather than the, I assume it's the at risk or something.
Yeah, so I was looking at just the chart at the back. So it's only 2, is it? Well, it's still 2.
Yeah, no, I think they've just messed up one of the, because the chart at the back and the chart in the rules are both different. So I think there's a discrepancy there.
Oh.
We'll go with the small one.
We'll go with the one you're the one in the rules rather than the QRS.
Because it could be that was an old QRS that copied over or something. Supply train, no.
No.
Massacre, no.
No.
Battlefield objectives.
Have you got one?
Yeah, I do.
What was it?
Take the high ground.
Oh, you're up there.
Well, you made me withdraw onto it.
Oh, okay. So how many?
So, let's just check I've fulfilled the criteria.
Yep. It is. I think you've got to be at the top of the
top of the hill.
No one within.
No enemy within 10 inches, and there's not.
No, because otherwise I just shot you.
Yep.
Okay. How many points do you get for that?
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. Okay, go on then.
So 5.
This is very close.
That's quite a chunk of...
There's a lot of points. We're both getting towards... So my break point's 17, isn't it? And yours is 16.
Yes, and we'll add them up in a second.
Okay.
Right, how goes the day?
So 2d6 plus 2 for me.
Yep.
2d6 plus 1 for you. So 2d6 plus 2 for the British. 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So you win the roll, but don't get any points. So you're going first in the next round.
Right, that is it. But I shot... Do you want a score of where we are?
Yeah. Give us an update. Where are the scores?
You're on 10.
Yeah.
I'm on 10.
10 apiece. Okay. And so only 6 to your break point and 7 to mine. So it could be over in this next turn because there's a lot of sort of unstable units on the board. We need to clear the board up a bit, and then we'll be dealing. Robin, you're going to be getting significantly less cards.
I am, because I've lost a...
So you'll be only getting 1 per...
So I'll be getting 5.
You'll be getting 5. I will be spending a point again to get an additional card.
So you'll be on
7.
7.
Okay, so new turn. I say new turn, but it's a bit weird, isn't it? It's not actually. It just kind of those end steps are just okay. We just need to check the course of the battle.
Yeah,
really.
Because nothing resets.
Nothing resets. No. So it's over to you. What card are you playing, if any?
So for an event, I'm playing Skirmishers Harass.
So
2 infantry battalions can deploy light infantry if required. If they've already got them out, then you can just do the skirmish fire. And they can instantly get the skirmish fire, but the to hit rolls...
You did this earlier, hit on 2. So which 2 are you picking?
They are just going to skirmish with what's already out. And then I'm going to deploy their skirmishers.
Okay.
And there'll be 2, won't they?
And they get to immediately shoot as well, don't they? So you're going to shoot at these guys, aren't you, to button them up a bit?
Most definitely what's going to happen.
Okay.
So
now, sorry, I just realised because I've wiped out that unit. There's a convenient place to put
there is.
dice tray.
Yeah, that was considered. That's why I didn't run them.
Yeah, you go. Which ones do you want to do first then?
I'll do this one at your...
So it's just 4s, isn't
elites, yep. Oh no, 2s.
2s. Oh yes,
for
this card.
Yes, it would normally be.
Yep, and I get to try and shrug off 1. They've got a discipline of 3.
They're now disordered.
They are. I don't like that.
Then my skirmish fire from these is actually going to be at those.
Okay, so again, 2s.
1 hit.
1 hit, save of 4. Or is it 5? It doesn't matter. There we go.
Okay, I am going to try and chain off that, so I need a 2+.
To play another card.
Play another card. Oh, God's sake. Oh, God's sake. I knew that was going to happen after I missed the ball thing twice. I knew I was going to roll a 1.
Ah, right. Okay, so I've got a few things to play. I'd love to chain these together. if I can. Right, I'm going to play a card for its special event. I am playing artillery bombards. The foot artillery's larger guns deployed further back off table. Firing onto his tabletop, pick a single enemy infantry or cavalry unit in the open, not within 10 paces of their friendly unit. I'm going to pick your unit on the hill. Yep, 5 dice. Any 5s cause disruption. I'm picking your unit on the hill. I'm actually... No, because the thing is with them, how much have they got?
They are only 1 away from being
a 2. Oh no, 1 away. Is it just 1 away?
No, sorry. Yeah.
Oh no, it is 1 away.
Well, 2 away to be over.
2. Okay, no, they're further than 4. Okay, yeah, no, I will pick them. So 5 dice. Any 5s cause a disruption. 2.
Well, that's enough for them to be. We've got a.
I have a suitable cavalry figure. So they now I'm going to try and chain off of that. I need a 5+. No. Okay, your turn.
Right. I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But I have a slight French twist to it.
Okay.
I have artillery bombards with a grand battery.
Oh, okay.
So it's exactly the same, except French and Russians fire twice.
Oh, okay. So you get to do it to 2 units.
2 targets.
Okay. So which target do you want to go with first?
I'm going to go with. Your cavalry was really tempting. But no, I'm going to within 10. Can't be within 10 inches.
Can't be within 10. So these are all out.
Yeah, most of them will be out. So I'm going to go.
Yeah, essentially it's over here. Yeah.
The cavalry unit, and then.
Well, why don't you? Because you could always do it again if it doesn't go right.
Fire twice at 2 targets.
Oh, okay.
So I think I have to pick 2 different targets.
Oh, okay.
Are the unit at the back more than 10 away from my cavalry? I don't think they are actually. I think they're probably. No. Okay.
No. So it might be both my cavalry.
Oh, do I just hammer them? It's mean.
That's mean. Wait, do you want to roll for the cavalry?
Yeah.
So 5 dice hitting on 5s, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's this much in disruption.
3.
Okay, not enough to do anything bad.
And then I'm actually going to go against the unit that have been...
This unit here?
Hammered, yeah.
Okay, well, they haven't got anything on them now, so...
They do now.
Oh my god. Well, they're done. They're done. They're done. 4. And I've run out. We need to do some rallying. I've run out of disorder markers. Hang on a second. I'll go grab one.
I am going to try for another card.
Yeah. No.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to play a card, and I'm going to play Intense Cannonade. So all deploy. It's just going to be.
Everyone's just gone right. Melee's horrible. Let's fire cannon at each other.
Fire the cannons. Basically, all of my artillery batteries in my army, regardless of their position on the battlefield, are given a bombard order. Immediately resolve their fire as normal. So this unit here are going to bombard. Remember that he doesn't block line of sight. He's going to bombard that unit that's coming straight at him. And my little one here is going to bombard the unit straight in front of him.
So you can use shrapnel on them because they did get an order last turn, but they didn't move. They just volleyed.
Okay. So that's going to be 3 dice.
2 dice. You're not impeccable. You still got your 1.
Yeah, but it's 1 for each cannon and then 1. Oh yeah, sorry, 2 dice. Yeah, sorry, shrapnel's not a dice. It's just easier. So hitting on 4s.
Yep.
1. And then down here it's 2 dice because he is in impeccable order and he's firing straight at them. They didn't move last.
Nope.
So shrapnel as well. 4s. Oh, so 1. 1. Okay. And I'm going to try and chain off of it for a 5+. No, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to play Steady Lads. So a single infantry or cavalry unit can immediately reduce disorder by 3 as they find some grit.
Oh, I'm surprised you've done it on them.
And then I am going to try and chain off that.
Okay, this is all just us playing these. What is it?
Play some orders. 4+. No.
No, okay. I'm going to play another Intense Cannonade for, again, so exactly the same card. It does exactly the same thing again. And same thing, they're firing at exactly the same unit. So 2 dice hitting on 4s, 2 dice hitting on 4s. 1 more casualty. And then over here, same unit. No, none. And 5+ to play another card. No.
Right, okay. I'm going to play a card.
No cards left soon.
I'm going to play a card for orders.
No, you're breaking the rules.
On this middle brigade for 4 orders.
Yep.
I'm going to charge with the front unit.
What? Okay.
Into your... Well, you're disordered, you're shot up.
Okay.
So first thing is I need a discipline test.
Yep. Okay.
Before anything else happens.
No. So you just take some disruption.
Yeah, but I can volley fire, so I'll volley fire instead.
Yep. Okay. So you're going to get
2 dice.
2 dice hitting on
4s. Oh, That was probably more effective than my fighting.
Freeze. So 1.
1. Well, that's
no, that's that. That
was there because I had to do the charge.
Oh no,
first.
why did I put it on you? There you go. Yeah. So.
Oh no, well, you did put one on me though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did put one on you. Don't worry.
Right. So then I will skirmish fire with these guys.
Same unit.
No, over here.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 dice.
2 dice hitting on 4s. Yeah.
Ah,
Right, 2 hits.
Good.
Yep. I think I'm going to be taking a lot of.
Have you got a dead Hanoverian?
Yep.
My artillery. I'm going to shoot at the next unit in the line.
Yep.
As it were.
Okay.
So 3 dice, but I'm re-rolling all hits.
Yep, because of the low ammo.
I need 5s.
Nope.
That's it. I've only got 3 units left.
Okay. So how many cards you got left?
1.
Okay, so for me, I'm going to play low ammunition on your other battery. So it's got the same issue. He didn't bring up enough cannonballs, and I can play another card on a 4+. No, over to you. But I have got 3 cards. You've got 1.
I'm going to do something whilst I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure what that something is.
You're really split here, aren't you? Because this is the issue. You could do something up there, but you've got this division up here, which is relatively fresh.
Yeah. So I'm going 4 orders
Uh-huh.
on this division. I'm going to charging. So I'm going across an
Obstacle, so it's mine. Well, no.
So they can go
through.
So we're going to let them charge through the gate.
Okay? Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and that's my only charge I'm declaring. I think.
Okay, so it's 7 inches.
Right, so
They've got a movement of 6.
plus d6.
Plus d6.
So I need discipline test first.
Yeah. Nope. So point of disruption.
And I'll volley fire instead.
Okay, but we said they were up against the thing, so it's 2d6. But is it -1 because of you're not no, so it's just 2. You're not in impeccable order, so it's hang on, it's 2 dice, and that's it. Yeah, okay, that's it. So hit the 4s. No, okay,
right, okay.
You could charge with these, but they'll suffer going.
Yeah, because they're going to have to actually go over it.
Yeah, because they all charge simultaneously. Like
you have to do all your. Yeah, you do all your charges, then you do all your melees after.
Yeah.
So they'd need. No, I'm just going to shoot.
So it's just 1 dice.
No. And then I'll skirmish.
Yep.
With them. No, they're not quite. Okay, that's fine. So I will skirmish. I'll skirmish against them.
Okay, so it's just 2d6.
Yeah.
1 hit. Save.
Oh. Okay, and then my artillery.
Which is just as they put stones and pebbles into the.
I'm going to do counterbat. I'm going to fire at your
batter over here.
So it'll only be 2 dice because I'll lose.
You'll lose 1, yeah.
For,
yeah, but you're re-rolling hits.
Yeah.
So I re-rolled a 5.
No.
Very glad I played that card now. Excellent. Because that would have been okay. So I've got some options now. 2 seconds. I'm going to issue orders to my Hanoverians. Just for 5 orders. I'm not going to be doing any charging. I'm very simply going to be doing a volley with these guys. I think... Can I volley fire with these guys?
Only 10 inches, so... Oh, yeah, so one of the bases.
So it's how many bases you get, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to volley fire with them, so it'll just be 1 base, because they're going anyway.
Yeah.
I'll be doing a bombard, and then with this unit that's down the front here... Hang on. Oh, no. So they'll be taking a move, I think. Right, I'll get things moved first. Okay, so round here it's a bit easier to see. This unit wheeled round that is blocking that cannon now, but my cannons have done a sterling job this game. So they've moved up to there. This unit, which is knackered, I just needed to move them forward and out the way, and then this unit has moved forward. I haven't brought them too far forward because here they can change formation and form a line. So the only thing left is I want to volley with these guys, but I want to volley into the unit that isn't up against the cover. So I will lose 1 for them being obscured, but I'm in impeccable order, and I've got 4 bases, so I'll be rolling 4 dice hitting on 4s. That's 3. 1 save. Did 1 discipline test.
Oh.
So 3 casualties. No, 2 casualties, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, because you haven't got any cards to play, have you?
No.
Okay, so now I'm going to bombard. I can bombard them, can't I? Because it's still over their heads. Yeah, but you're obscured, aren't you? Does he? No, it doesn't matter for cannons, does it? So I'll bombard you. It's going to be 2 dice hitting on 4s because you haven't moved.
Oh no, sorry, obscured is a thing. Yeah.
So 1 dice, yeah. Yep, that's a shrapnel round into them, but they've only got 2 on them now, haven't they? Yeah. So that's this unit as a whole. I will move ever so slightly like that.
Yeah.
There we go. You have no...
I do not.
Cards. Right. Okay. I'm now going to play 3 orders onto my...
Central Brigade.
Central Brigade. Okay, so I've got a few things I want to do here. So what I'm going to do with these guys, so for 1 order, I'm going to echelon this guy this way. Okay. But they can't, and then they could just move forwards, can't they? Just a little bit like that, just to close the gap. Then I'm going to echelon with this unit. Actually, sorry, before we do that, these guys are going to move.
They're going to withdraw?
They're going to move in front of the cavalry. To there. They can do that, can't they?
Yeah.
Excellent. And then these guys are going to echelon across. And then they can go 4 up, can't they?
Yeah.
That's it. Right, okay, I'll just get these moved. Okay, so here we are. It's my last card. With my last card, I'm playing Withering Volleys. 2 infantry battalions, anywhere on the tabletop, both get a give fire volley order and increase their hit to 2+. But for British, this is increased to 3. Yes. I want my Highlanders, then this unit, and then this unit. And we're all going to give it a go. So I'll start...
You might be better off with...
I can't, they're allies. Hanoverians are an allied unit. The Cornwall Regiment.
That's going to be 1 dice, isn't it?
So 2 dice normally, but they're losing 1. So I've just got 1 dice and I'm shooting at your cavalry.
Yeah, 2 for being disordered.
But yeah, so...
but you can only go down to 1.
But you can only go down to 1, unless it's skirmish fight. So I'm just hitting you on a 2. Take that.
I think, because they are...
I think we had this before.
No,
I think you said they were 4.
Lancers are 4, aren't they?
I think you said they were 4s, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Lancers 4+.
Okay, so 1 disruption. What disruption are they on?
They're on 5.
Okay. Next, I haven't done anything with these guys yet.
No.
So I've moved them over. I've checked the range.
So they're impeccable, aren't they?
They're in impeccable order.
So what are they?
5 dice.
What are they within? Are they within 10 inches of them?
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, as Robin's pointed out, in volley fire can be split up to 2 units. So I'll do the 3 bases that are in range of the Lancers at the Lancers. So I've got 3 dice hitting on 2s, and then the 1 down here that isn't will just fire at the...
They take any disruption?
Nope.
So you got 5 dice.
5 dice hitting on... Well, that's it. Oh, so 5 dice I'll split. So I'll do 4 dice into the Lancers.
Yeah,
So 4 dice at the Lancers hitting on 2s. Wow. So just 1.
Which I did not save.
No. And then another 1. This last one... I don't know, I'm tempted to put it back up there. Oh no, he's out of range. Can't. So at the chasseurs, there we go. That wasn't enough to punish them, was it?
No, save that one. No, you're 1 away.
1 away. That is really unlucky. That's really unfortunate. These guys at the front. So it would be 3 dice. It's down to 1 dice because I'm disrupted. So just 1 dice into them. Hitting on 2. I missed. That is it. It's time for the end phase, and I think this may be the end of the. What if we both reach our break points? Then we had exactly.
Then it goes on victory points.
And then what if they were the same?
Then it's a draw. And it said at that point you can decide. If you're playing a campaign, you might it says like you might decide the granularity of it. But
all right then. Well, let's. At
that point,
let's have a look. This is the end step. So the first thing first. No one was at. What's the first part?
Reserves.
No reserves.
At risk.
No one.
Right. Broken units.
Okay. So do mine first.
Yeah. So you.
How many broken units have you got actually?
Just the 1, as far as I can tell.
It's just this unit over here. So okay. So let's see how many points I get for them. 1. That's not great.
I assume they're trained units.
Yeah. So how many was that?
2.
2 points. Oh dear. Okay. Now your broken unit. My broken units. You've got these Hanoverians down here who are militia.
So they're militia. 1.
1 point. Okay. Then you have the Hanoverian. You have. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do the Cornwall Regiment. They're trained.
3.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think this is
good. And then the seasoned unit.
The seasoned unit, who are the Highlanders. 4. That's 4 points.
Yeah.
Okay, now we just need to work out other points. So those 3 are broken.
So for me, they are on exactly.
Yep.
Things,
So
so
one.
One extra one.
Yep.
So have you got any that are?
There's no one who's you've put. There's no one who's equal.
No.
That's it. And then there's what other victory conditions are there? We've still got to do how goes the day, don't we?
Yes, because you obviously could gain some through that. You haven't got any objective cards down.
No, I forego.
I played mine already. Yeah.
Right.
So
2d6 plus 2 for me. 13. 7. So 7.
Well, I get plus
1, yeah. 8. Well, it's not double, so I don't get an extra point. So I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. So end of game check. So I think I might actually have won. So you're on 13.
Yeah.
With my break of 16.
Yeah.
I'm on 18.
With my break of 17. There we go. That was a very close game. If I could have just done that, more casualty.
Yeah, because they're seasoned again. I'm potentially giving up
5 points.
Well, even if the lowest you could have got would have been 3, so that'd be on 1. So basically on a 2+ would have been
a draw.
Draw.
Yeah, but no, I feel
it would have been a winning draw. I think because I'd have had more. But we would have both.
But I feel. How do you think that went? Because I know we've been saying we're going to do this for a while. There's a couple of things that came that meant that we couldn't. How do you feel about it?
Flowed much better than the first time we played it because obviously
we knew what we were
going on. Well, it's just some things like the last time, like the slight confusion between disruption and disorder, and they're 2 different things, and getting the words muddled up just causes confusion when you're looking through the book. And having a bit more space, okay. I started quite far. Maybe stuff doesn't look like it's moved a long way, but I feel like we've done a lot of stuff.
I feel like we've done an awful lot. I mean, to be fair, I feel like you can. I think again for you, what worked really well was your cavalry charge. You getting that cavalry charge off was brilliant. I mean, again, my cavalry didn't really do an awful lot.
No, you had the big one over here, but actually that gave me victory points.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I mean, the combat was great over here, but it just ended up. It wasn't so much that I didn't use them and I could have won without them. The threat of the cavalry was there. You knew that they were coming.
It's space as well, isn't it?
And it was having options. In the end, though, it was just the way that the cards came out. It just playing. I could have played for more orders, perhaps, but I like the cannonades. I like doing that. And the fact that you can't save the cannon hits, you just, I could put orders down and shuffle people around, but, it wasn't until I could get into a bit of a line here that I could really do something. I'm considering potentially reducing the size of my brigades a little bit.
Because you're 3...
Yeah, because I always...
I think it's because you deploy them in lines. Yeah. Because there's nothing, unlike other rules, where only the French can use, like, battalion...
I need
mass column. Anyone can, but obviously if you want the shooting, you need to be in a line.
I think I need to do that, to be honest. But as I say, it's our second game. Very pleased with how it went. I hope you guys all enjoyed it as well. We're going to have another one. You've got some Bavarians to finish, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels Napoleonic. My cavalry drove your skirmishers off and then still no one formed a square, but...
No one's formed a square. But the thing is, to be honest, because of the way you chain those, you was quite far away. What I'd done was I peeled this unit off. I thought I'm going to come and basically try and, defend a little bit down here. And my unit was back here. It was just the fact that you got those cards.
So I can make that charge.
But if we were playing a larger game, perhaps we do need to add another 2-foot board on here with another brigade. You wouldn't have those options because you would be looking at going, well, I mean, to be fair, when you're never not going to do an impetuous charge.
Well, yeah.
I had a card that could have made you charge me, but I didn't really see why I would want to do that.
Well, I guess it's those things like if you're in a square, force the cavalry to make the mistake.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Anyway, there we go. I'm sure we probably still made a couple of mistakes. I
feel like we made less mistakes because there was less things where we went, oh wait, hang on, we should have done that, which is we happened quite a lot off camera last time.
Did you do any rallying?
No. Well, no, I played.
You played some special
events where I found.
Yeah, I just realised. Yeah, you didn't do any rallying at all, whereas I did. I had to do that one big rally.
It's because I've been playing the Romans. I'm used to just letting the peasants die against my shields and just going, it's fine.
I was sitting there thinking about this, and just now I was like, no, you didn't do any rallying at all.
I'll tell you, it sounds silly. When I lost when you meanly shot at you're not meant to shoot at commanders.
Oh yes, but
there is literally many films where you say you don't shoot at the commanders, but you're a French sniper. You're a sniper. You're a British sniper. I did feel a lot of pressure when I went down to say 5 cards, and
Yeah.
you were putting the extra 7.
Yeah.
It was like, if I do more than one thing at a time, I'm going to really get...
Yeah. I
it's
really
weird how
enjoyed that. That friction was really nice.
That card
I like
discrepancy actually makes you feel like you're really under pressure.
I did it. Yeah, I did enjoy that. No, excellent. I actually really looking forward to another game, and probably now feel a bit more confident playing around with the army lists a little bit.
Yeah, because there's loads of, obviously, a line of infantry and infantry, but there is a lot of stuff in the army list for interesting brigade makeups and things like that, isn't there? Light infantry being better, maybe some light infantry.
Well, I think
they get across obstacles a lot better and things like that, don't they? And less disruption for moving through. Sorry.
Well, I'm looking forward to you getting your Bavarians done, because I have a lot more French than I do British, and I've got a lot of British anyway, so I've kind of got more options with my French than I do with my British, because I decided to go quite Hanoverian heavy with my collection, so I have about a third of my collection is Hanoverian, so I kind of feel like I always have to take some of those. Maybe I'll cut down my line brigades a little bit and have 2 line brigades of smaller size, and then keep the heavies as a reserve, so I bring 4 brigades in, something like that. But we shall see. I kind of feel like 3 brigades is a decent sweet spot.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the break points. So we've played 2 games with obviously the same armies, and both times it's ended at the end of turn 3.
Turn 3, yeah, or turn 4. I can't remember the last one.
I'm sure it was 3 turns, but either way, it's been about the same amount of time and that. So.
Anyway, guys, there we are. Hope you enjoyed this. We will definitely be having another game of this in the new year. I'm going to try and get this out by Christmas or for over Christmas holidays. So if it isn't Christmas yet, I hope you have a great Christmas. And if it has been Christmas, I hope you have a great New Year. And if for some reason I don't get this out by the New Year, Happy New Year. In the meantime, I hope you guys all take care of yourselves. And we will see you all again soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.